Hey, how you doing? This is Vinny, and this is the world according to Vinny. This is my second shoot because the first one I have no idea what's going on with my camera. I think it's the disc. I think I'm gonna have to buy some new discs. But anyway, um, I thought I'd try to shoot it this way. I don't know how this will work, but I'm gonna try it. Um, but I'm smoking a cigar. It's a Sunday. It's been a while since I've done one for the world according to Vinny. Been busy, just a lot of stuff going on, and the last 7 to 10 days has just been a train wreck for our country. So I had to kind of get my bearings and just kind of get off my chest a little bit. But I'm going to smoke a cigar. It's good, but a lot of topics. I mean, first of all, I want to talk about COVID. I know I'm not supposed to say it, but I am because my doctor, Dr. Mark Vickers Jr., spoke at the Floyd County School Board, and he pretty much kind of laid it down and said, You're making young people wear masks when if you look at the CDC, because I don't watch news anymore. I don't watch Fox either. I don't watch, of course, you don't watch, Communist News Network and MSNBC that are just Marxist people. I mean, really, come on. Uh, Anybody with half a brain can see it. It's ridiculous. I mean, at least Fox had some other people and they argued about it. But at this point, they're so far off. I can't listen to him either. So, but he talked about masks because anybody under, I think it was under the age of 12 or 14. I forget what the CDC said. I mean, it it doesn't even register. It for mortality for someone dying of COVID. I mean, there are a few. There are some that is. I mean, it's a terrible virus, but come on. It's not like people. I mean, the death rates are down for the last. I want to say Steve D said like it's like 90 days. Now they're saying it's an uptick. Now there may be more cases because of the variant, but I don't think the death rate is it's as strong with what's going on. So I want to give a shout out to my doctor, Dr. Mark Vickers Jr., who kind of said, "Hey, masks aren't working. It just doesn't." And I better turn that off because there we go. So that's about all on the COVID front. I mean, I'm not getting the booster. I already got the first jabs and will not get the other. I mean, I'm good. So let's talk about some serious stuff. Let's just talk about Afghanistan. I mean, that is the biggest debacle that I can remember. One, you know, we had the air base, Bagram Air Base, I guess. It was a Russian base when they were in Afghanistan. We took that over. It's about 25 miles, I think, outside of Kabul, or wherever you want to how you pronounce it. So what do? We before we get anybody out, we just move the military out of there in the middle of the night and say, "See ya," leaving 600,000 um, guns and ammo and drones and night vision, and now you can see them wearing our uniforms. I mean, it's ridiculous. So we did that, and we go downtown. So we go to a downtown airport, one runway. The other one had two, fortified. This one's not. Got a gates around it, and it's a mess. Just watch CNN if you want to watch that. And just watch the video. I mean, So we made a mistake there, and then I'm hearing, well, Trump's plan was terrible. No, it wasn't. Why don't you do some homework and some research? He had a three-step plan. One was to get U.S. citizens out, start getting them out. Second is start moving the Afghans that helped us, interpreters that was on the base, ones that we know are not terrorists, start moving them out. And then finally we would move the military out because we've been there 20 years. Once we got Osama bin Laden, we should have started moving that thing out because we shouldn't be worrying about them. They've been fighting for a zillion years. It's not going to stop. I feel sorry for the women and children and men that must not have cojones. I feel bad, but not our fight. I mean, I'm sorry. But anyway, so let's talk about. I've been watching some news clips on the general, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, or whatever his name is, Mark Milley, General Milley. Is his wife going to let him take his cojones out for an outside event? Because that man is ridiculous. He needs to resign. I was talking to someone who was in the military, and I was kind of on the military leaders, and they said, well, the politicians decide that. Yes, but at least when General Mattis didn't like what Trump was trying to do, I guess he resigned. If you don't believe with what your commander-in-chief is trying to get done, you need to go, okay, well, I don't agree with you, and I'm out. Because I've got a retirement that's going to make me a boatload of money, and I write books and all that. That's what Mattis did, but Milley, of course, is a yes person, and this administration picked people. I just saw the guy that was the State Department spokesman said they sent the committee did a stern letter to the Taliban. I mean, I bet those guys are shaking in their boots. I mean, I was scared because just hearing his rough words that they have to allow them to come to the airport, which of course that's not happening. Understanding that, I guess at the gate there was not U.S. citizens. This is just Taliban trying to get in, and the Taliban were beating them. And I just saw one today. They were jumping on women, and it was crazy. And some of our soldiers for the 82nd Airborne went, okay, enough's enough. Went out there and was taking care of business, and they got in trouble because, can't do anything to the Taliban because they're our buddies. At least it's ridiculous. I guess the one thing I'm going to say, France, they're sending special forces out to get their people in England. And did you hear Parliament? I mean, Boris Johnson tried to make a phone call to our president. It took 40 hours for the return call. Probably taking a nap. I first thought that our vice president would be worse. It's going to be bad, but I don't think it's this bad. That's sad. So when France and England have special forces were going out, I guess when they came back, I guess they fall under our protection or level. And I guess the leaders over there scolded them for, you shouldn't be going out there. And I think France and England said, F you. As we should. The only thing I'm concerned about is if they leave U.S. citizens. Now, I had someone else made the comment, well, those U.S. citizens should have been out. Okay, but they're still U.S. citizens. Sorry. Mark Milley, General Milley, said that they had no idea that the country was going to fall as quick as it was. Except they have memos from the intelligence people that said, yeah, it's going quick. He lied. He lied on TV. Our administration people, I'm just going to leave it that way so maybe this gets posted. He lied. Bold-faced lied. And if you think the impeachments for our former president they were jokes. I mean, anyone with a half a brain would know those were jokes. This one, dereliction of duty, and if anybody dies because of his inaction, criminal charges. And he needs to be impeached. I don't think the Republican Party's got the cojones to do it. I think that once we take over 2022, and that's going to happen. They're only down 5 seats, I think 5 or 7 in the House. We're gonna get that, and then the Senate, and then we just need to pound them. But we probably won't, because we'll want to play nice, because everybody in Washington, one reason they didn't like Trump was he was upsetting the apple cart, and now when he was out, now they can go, oh, whew, let's go out and have dinner, smoke some cigars. Let's be buddies, and then we'll act like we don't like each other. But that's how politics, and that's why I can never be a politician. That's exactly. So one thing to end on a positive, Friday, I don't know if I said this earlier in the video, but Friday I'm going to Broomfield, Colorado, right outside of Colorado, for the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival. And 2 years ago, because they canceled last year, we wore kilts. Well, now we have a group, an official group called Clan Ashtapper. So I'm going to be doing videos of the event. McAuliffe, which I'm an ambassador of, with some other amazing ambassadors. They're going to be out there. We're going to take some pictures. I'll probably do some interviews. I'm going to try, see what I can do. So anyway, that's what's going on. For fun stuff, so it ought to be good. The last time I'm gonna leave you with this: if you're seeing this and you're going, "This is crazy," what can I do? Well, what you can do is go to your school board, like Dr. Bickers did. You can go to your city council and hold them accountable. Even though my councilman, Robert Cesar, or whatever you pronounce it, he doesn't return my emails or phone calls. He's an idiot. It's obvious. But I keep sending them because. And I keep sending them to my state and senators and House of Representatives. I send them when I see something. Hey, this is my thoughts. You need to do that, because if you don't, nothing's going to change. So all I'm going to ask you is, please do your part. Make sure you're local, because everything's local. That's what really matters to you and me. So I think we need to do that, make sure we're safe, make sure things are happening in your cities, and then that goes up. But there's a lot of things going on in the world. All I'm asking is, a lot of this information I don't get off the news. I go to CDC, I go to major medical universities, and they have reports that come out. If you just look at those, there's some, the science isn't settled. There are a lot of doctors and say, wait a minute, whoa, this isn't what you're saying. And Dr. Fauci is a bold-faced liar. And, he needs to go. But that's another thing. Hey, this is Vinny, and this is The World According to Vinny. Sorry it's taking me so long to get a video up. Hopefully this is going to get up on my YouTube channel. But I'm hoping to get some more, but my week is during the week it's kind of messed up. And I'm going to try to get more structured, maybe do something once a week. I was doing like 3 times a week, but I'll try to do something. But this is Vinny, and this is The World According to Vinny. And please share and do all that silliness. And, I'm just doing this because it's kind of helps me. Hope this helps you. Have a good day. Y'all take care. Be safe.